Okay, gang. So listen, tonight we're gonna take it a little deep tonight. We're gonna really lay out the structure of how to build your brand and how to establish yourself as an expert online. So I'm just gonna dive right into this. Y'all work with me. I think tomorrow's class we're gonna talk about when to post, what to post, and how to position your post. But today, going into 2021, what you want to understand is that social media is just not to posting. You got to understand your intentions in 2021 is to build a what? It's to build a brand. Okay? Your intentions in 2021 is to build a brand. So it's not so much about what you're looking to achieve, it's what you're looking to become. Your brand in 2021, you got to know, what do you want the world to know you as? So when it comes to your brand, the best word for brand is your story. I want you guys to write this down. Stories sell and facts tell. Stories sell and facts tell. So in 2021, you got to create a theme for your life, and everything has to fit under this theme, aka my brand, aka my story. Now, how do you get this story off the ground? I'm going to show you that in a minute. But the foundation to your brand and to social media is the value you put out. Okay? See, wisdom is the ability to recognize difference. What's different about you? The value that you put out. Everybody online, everything is a copy and paste industry. What you have to market in social media is your value and your story. That's the only thing that's different. Everybody got Balenciagas. Everybody got Gucci. Everybody's trading nowadays. Everybody's doing it's all they've been doing. But the difference is people's story and value that they put out, which makes the difference. Now, a lot of people today, I realize, don't know their purpose. Let me help you. So if you want to understand what exactly that you do, here's how you figure out. This is what's called a value statement. Number one, who do you help? Who do you help? Number two is, what do you help them with? Number three is, what results do you help them get? You don't want to be just throwing statuses in the wind in 2021. So these are the three things you want to build your value around. Now, your value statement tells you everything. Who do you help? Y'all know who we help. The 95% who work jobs. That's our target audience. People who are overworked and underpaid. People who are tired of working a job. What's people's main problem? They don't got no money. They don't have no what? Time. So if we know that our audience are people who are working jobs, that is 80% of the battle. Because now you have what's called a target audience. We're not talking to everybody. Now we're talking to people who don't have no money and no time. We're also talking to entrepreneurs too, who need to grow capital. But the majority of the people online that you're talking to are people with jobs. Why is this important? Because I'm going to tell you that you need to put why you don't like your job in your what? Come on, we're going to make this link in a minute. Y'all asking me for the sauce. So number one, who do you help? We help overworked individuals, underpaid individuals. You might want to get smaller to a niche. I help single moms. I help recovering veterans. I help startup entrepreneurs. I don't know what you want to call it, but you want to just be specific. Now you have a target. Number two, what do you help them with? We help people get their time back, and we help people get funds, income. What do you help them with? You help them create a better life. This is what you're putting on social media. This is what we're going to tell in your story. I help people get their time back. And then you sell stories in the community. How many people walked off their job? She even got 2 on the team. Demisha, Shari. I could put on my story on Facebook, man. I'm so excited that I helped 2 of my friends, right, walk away from corporate America. Now they got their whole time spending time with their son. They're traveling the world, all because I was able to help them grow their money 80 to 90% weekly. What results do you help these people get? What do you help them with? Time freedom and financial freedom. But the results you help them get is what? You help them maximize their brokers account. You flipping people money. You help them grow on a personal level. See, the results are tangible. What tangible results are you helping people get? Who's growing the bag? Who's creating residual income? Who's ranking up? So this is the value, man. You can apply this towards anything. If I sold waist trainers, who do you help? Overweight people. What do you help them with? Burn body fat. What results do you help them get? I help them shed 10 pounds in the first 30 days. So you want to sell stories. So how is this looking in trading? Hey, shout out to Bree. Bree has been working with me the last 2 weeks. So far, we helped her, right, cut out some hours at work because now she's growing her account over 110% in the last 10 weeks. 2 weeks. You guys with me? Does that make sense? Yeah. That's how you got to cook it up. You got to sell the story. But you get on Facebook talking about you caught 30 pips today. I don't know what that means. You talking about the Bollinger Bands. I call 70 pips with the Fibonacci. They don't know what that means. Story sale. So now this is how you want to put your value together. By knowing who your target audience is. This is when you know who your target audience is, you ain't got to scream, you can whisper to them. But if you don't have a clarity on who you're talking to, then you just throwing stuff on social media. But when you know exactly who you're talking to, you can whisper and people be ready to sign up. Okay? What do I help them with? You got to understand everybody wants time freedom and financial freedom. What results do I help them get? Give them the tangible results. How much time you got somebody back? How much money you help somebody make for the holidays? Get specific with the results that you help. Now, that's part of the sauce. It's a lot to this. But I'm going to try to give you guys as much as possible. Does this make sense? Okay. Now, let's go ahead and erase this. Because now you need help with, I hear a lot of things. T, how do you post like that? What's the content? Listen, content is not hard. The problem is you want to post information when the world wants transformation. Listen, nobody cares about your Google quotes. As a man thinketh, so is he. How does that transform somebody's life? Seriously. Hey, good morning. Right? If you can be it, you can do it. That's cool for Nike. People want transformation. That means your value, because I can go get information on Google. I'm not going to go to your page while I go to Google. If I want transformation, then I want to go to your page. This is why I'm going to go listen to Eric Thomas, because I don't want information. I want what? I'm going to go to David Imonite page because I don't want information. I want what? That means I'm coming to learn something that's going to change my life. So when you're putting out your sauce online, you got to be intentional that you're going to help them grow, and this information don't do nothing. All you putting up is 140 characters that people ain't going to read anyway. So your value got to have transformation. I got to learn something from you. And plus, I'm not going to share information. I'm going to share transformation. That's how you know your stuff is lit. You know how many times me and Dre text all day, hey, watch this transformation. He don't send me no information. He sent me videos that's transformation. David's lives, YouTube videos that's all about transformation. That's gonna change our life. I can go on Google and get the rest of that. So you got to understand this is the difference. Everybody, our competition, our peers, they come up with this weak ass information. We got to come with the transformation. We got to give the value when people are just copying and pasting. Now that we know we're here for transformation, let me show the gang how to sauce it up online. Now this is a little deeper. I can come on there and tell y'all, talk about trading all day and the stories. That's a part of it. But if you're gonna build a brand, and we gotta know if we're gonna be intentional, you have what's called a brand script. A brand script is you telling your story like a movie. This is where it gets litty at right here. A brand script is you laying out your life like a what? A movie. Now, let me tell you what's cold about movies. Everybody seen The Matrix? Everybody seen The Matrix? We good? Okay. In the movie The Matrix, who is the main character? Neo. Okay. We got Neo. Neo's problem was he was stuck in the Matrix. Oh, man. He was overworked, underpaid, and he was bored as ever. That's people who work the jobs, right? Now, that was the character. Now, in every movie, there's always the villain. The villain is AKA the pain. Anybody know who the villain was in The Matrix? It was Mr. Smith. Now, really? But now, before I want to go over your head, you on social media are giving your story, and your audience are living vicariously through who? You. So what you have to understand is your Mr. Smith may be growing up broke. That's your pain. Some of us have some abandonment issues. Some of us grow up with low self-esteem. Oh, some of us didn't have the finances. Some of us grew up in a single family home. Some of us had some early sexual experiences. Some of us seen some deaths in our early lives. Homeless. Some of us lost jobs. Right? We lost jobs. Some of us, what else? We got, what else did we lose? Cars. We got repos. We lost houses. This is all the pain that most people have in their what? But your story is AKA what? So what you have to understand is, would you go to a movie where there's no pain? Let me tell you, this tricked me out, right? I watched this movie called Ocean's 8, I think it's called. It's with the girls part. And the girls, they robbed the bank, but didn't have no drama. Like, they pulled off the job so easy. I was like, that's it? When I stopped watching it, I was like, am I gonna watch this? I really like movies where the character about to die.
Set it off.
Yeah, you cried and stuff, but Cleo was getting shot. I mean, that man getting shot with her. You understand what I'm saying? You cried, Cleo, no. You ever listen, movies hit so hard when something happened in real life, you feel sorry for them. Listen, Michael Rainey Jr., who plays on Power, they hate him in real life. How do you listen? That's all I gotta tell y'all. The story's so good, they hate you in real life. Y'all gotta get this. It was the time when Power first came out, he was getting death threats in real life. This is a character in a movie. Why? Because people got so caught up in it, they think they in the movie. It ain't a one time that you didn't watch Power and thought about selling drugs. I promise to God. You thought about it before. But you have to understand is that they did a great job with the story play. Because stories sell and facts tell. Story's so good they came out with Power Book 2. It's so good that at 12 o'clock, that's what I've been doing. Watching Power Book tonight. So you got to understand that somebody can sell their story and they can go straight to the movies. Same thing with you. People got to pay attention. And when they read your story now, here's what you got to do. When you're on Facebook, see, some of y'all are scared to talk about this, and this is why people can't relate to you. See, some of y'all want to give people the story, but you only talking about the sunny days. You understand what I'm saying? But everybody in your mama went through this, and you only talking about how you made $1 million in the market. They can't relate to you making $1 million, but they can relate to, man, I grew up broke too. Damn, I had to let the oven down in the kitchen too to heat the house. Man, my father walked out on me too, bro. Man, you know what? Yeah, me and my siblings didn't get along. Yeah, I lost my job. Yeah, I couldn't afford to get in school. This is all the pain that we all went through. So this is the main part you got to put in your Facebook. This is how people build trust. But you want people to dive in your inbox and sign up and they don't even know you. They don't even know you. They don't even know what you do for a living. All you've been putting out is motivational quotes. Now, after the pain, you're the character. After the pain, you gotta have some help. Every movie got some help. I don't care what it is. Okay? Every movie got some help. Now, in the Matrix, who is Neo's help? Come on. Morpheus. Now, write this down next to help. The help is the mentor. A part of your story, you got to add in this mentor. Morpheus came to Neo and said, hey, Neo, do you want the red pill or do you want the green pill? Red and blue, right? But Morpheus actually believed more in Neo than he did in himself. Say, no, Neo, you're the one. So watch this. Remember, this is your audience reading your story as theirs. So in your Facebook statuses, you need to edify a what? Mentor. Write that down. Why is that powerful? Because you got to let them know you didn't get to where you get to without somebody helping you. Why? Because you want them to inbox you so they can ask you for help. Listen, do you know how, if you don't ever talk about a mentor, then they think that you figured it out yourself? Huh? What type of, what they need you for then? What we need anybody for if we can figure everything out ourselves? So you got to always, 2 days ago, I used Dr. Bailey. Shout out to my mentor. This is showing me that I'm teachable and coachable. I'm showing my audience how critical it is to have a what? Mentor. I'm just giving my audience the confidence to inbox me, hey, T, I need some help. That's it. Why? Because sooner or later, you're going to get tired of going through this pain and you're going to need some what? You're going to need some help. But you can't be afraid to ask for help. Morpheus always showed out for them. Pull it up on them, breaking them out of stuff. You got to talk about the help, the mentor, get some props. See, a lot of people don't give honor. So it makes them look like, so they always talk about themselves. I got a bag. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. They always lonely. They always by themselves. There's no triumph in that. They ain't telling you the bad stuff. They only tell you about the good stuff. So what it seems like is that, hey, you too gifted for me to get on your level. You already had it mapped out, bro. You probably got a rich uncle. I don't got a rich uncle, so I can't have what you got. But when you start people from the beginning, you know all the black movies come on like this. Hey, life wasn't always like this. You ever watch the belly movies and stuff, the hood movies? I remember way back when. They always give you the backstory before they take you forward. Like, you watch Empire. Half of the shows, they going back to old Cookie and Lucius. Because no matter where you come in my life, you got to know where I started from. You got to look left. See, you get new friend requests every day, but they don't know your what? Story. That's why you got to keep hitting them with the, ugh. Why do you think David always keep telling you every 2 weeks, hey, I remember I was on my father's couch. I was driving this car. I didn't have this. I didn't have that. Then he bring you back to the present day. You got to be good storytellers. I remember going to a Trade Nation event. It was Florida 2 years ago. And this girl, to get down there, she sold some things in her closet. All right, listen, so we at this event, right? And we in a locker room, we at the Airbnb, and there's about 50 of us in there. And Chad just picking on people going around the room. He said, hey, what was your experience to get here? The girl, before she started talking, she broke down in tears. And everybody's like, ooh, what's going on? She said, man, y'all have no idea. I sold my clothes. I sold my son's game. I sold this. I didn't know how I was going to make it, but I made it. By the time she was done telling us what she sacrificed to get to the event, right after the event, Chad asked, he said, what's your cash app? Everybody in the room started cash app and sending her money. And somebody had pulled her to the side, and she had walked out. She said, how much did you get? She said, right now I got $2,500. Listen, all she did was sold us her what? Story. It's people trading every day didn't even make that. But she sold her journey. She sold her story and got cashed out $2,500 on the spot. You got to understand that. Stories sell. So your story has a price to it. And as long as you keep hiding it, you don't want nobody to know your business. You want people to think you're a magician. One day you just woke up rich. You hit the lotto in your dreams and stuff. Because you don't want to tell nobody nothing. How? That's hurting your brand. Are y'all with me? Every brand has a story. It's how you portray it. Like, if y'all seen a woman with some red bottoms on, what do you think about this woman? She got money. What else?
Like nice things.
She like nice things. What else? She classy. What else? She a boss. Now watch this. That woman can be from the slums. Don't got $1 in her purse. Don't got no money. Ain't all type of ratchet. But because of the brand. Because of the brand that Christian Louis Vuitton sells you, you just call her classy. She got a bag. She a boss. All because of what? A brand. Huh. Yeah, this is making sense. I hope this is making sense. This because Christian Louis Vuitton, they've been selling you a story. And their story is high quality. So even broke people buy into the story And that's how you get it. So you got to understand that this is the power of your voice story. This is why brands, they go get celebrities, endorsements. That's why LeBron James, we're paying LeBron James not because of his body, but because of his character. It makes the brand what? Stronger. That's why as soon as these athletes get in some trouble, what's the first thing the brands do? Get your ass out of here. You messing up the brand. We're trying to do numbers, not go the other way. So you got to understand, it's your character. Every brand has a voice. Somebody got some Gucci's on, you know they got some money. Somebody got this brand on, some YSL, St. Laurent, they got some money. When somebody talk about T. Smell, when somebody talk about Bree, when somebody talk about Dre, when somebody talk about Jay, do they say they got some money? I don't know what you've been posting on social media. What story have you been telling with your brand? Because you tell it with the clothes you wear, you tell it with the places you go, you tell it with the value that you give, you tell it with the things that you share on your page. What are you saying about your story? So you got to understand, after you talk about the health, after you let people know you're human, you're not Superman, you're Clark Kent. Stop trying to be Superman. People can't relate to the cape. They can relate to the shade. Now, next step, after you talk about your health, in your story, you got to talk about a plan. I don't care what movie you watch, everybody got a plan for something. Every time, what Pinky the Brain should say, hey Brain, what are we going to do today?
Same thing we do every day.
Same thing we do every day, Pinky. Take over the world. It don't matter what superhero you to watch, they always got their back in the jam, and then they had to come up with a what? MacGyver, G.I. Joe, whatever movie you watch, they always got to come up with the plan. On social media, you got to be the man with the what? The plan. Why? Because people like betting on people with a strategy. You understand what I'm saying? Strategy is like when somebody say they got a strategy, don't they just make you feel like you got a cheat code or something. But sometimes, the flip side of that is people come up with strategies too prematurely. Like, you don't have a strategy, bro. You ain't been trading long enough to have a strategy. But anyway, let me talk about the plan. See, listen, right now, in the middle of a pandemic, when you start talking strategy, when you start talking plans, that makes you an expert. Because right now, people are lost, and you talking like a boss. That's attractive. How do we talk like this on social media? Man, I'm so excited that 2021, the next 6 months, man, I'll be able to take my credit score to over 300 points, flip my account 7 times, and be able to travel the next 8 cities, all with this move I'm about to pop. Man, I'm so excited. But listen, how we do this? You share it with testimonies. Man, shout out to Dre. I've been mentoring Dre the last 2 weeks. And in 2 weeks, he's already flipped his Brokes account. He's already grew his account. Now, this is terms you got to talk on Salon. Man, shout out to my little bro. He already grew his account 110%. I'm just so excited that in the next 90 days, he's projected to be able to walk away from corporate America. Man, salute to him, man. He's been traveling all around the world, and I'm just so excited now he's mastered this skill set. Shout out to you, Dre. You sound like somebody who got a what? Plan. So you got to talk your stuff online. Talk about the plan. When you read David Imonite stuff, boy, it sound like that brother got a what? That boy got a plan. He got a master plan. He talking that value. He talking that talk. He got the plan. Now, after you talk about the plan, the next step, you got to have a call to action. You know what the problem is with most people? They're not asking their audience to do anything. You give out all this value, but you don't have a call to action. Listen, even to do an Everest commercial, what are you doing? You just sitting on the couch. You ain't doing that anyway. Just watching TV, look at you with your sitting on the couch stuff. What are you doing? Come on up. Come on down to Mount Everest. Man, he'll punch you in the face if you don't. You understand what I'm saying? Mount Everest, look, he got a call to action. He looking in your face. You ain't doing that anyway with your life. Come on down and sign up for College Everest. Sheesh. Peter Francis Geraci got a plan. Hey, are you going through injury? Are you going through some things? Here's what you do. Call us at Peter Francis Geraci. It's a call to action. Everybody got a call to action except your story. Everybody telling you what to do except for you. Like, it's two types of people. People who telling people what to do and people who being told what to do. It's people who gonna watch the news and people who gonna make the news. What's your call to action? And what I'm saying like this, hey, audience, if you're gonna make $1 million next year, comment 7 below. Okay, cool, they did it. You come back next week. Hey, listen, if you're serious about running up your bag, comment info below to join my private group of wealth creators. Get them to do something. Get them to move. Hey, for those who are really serious about getting their bag, tonight at 7 o'clock, Gio good at this. Gio will punch you in the face too. Gio will punch you in the face. Hey, couple of K for holiday. You want a couple bags? Hey, you want a couple dollars? Listen, here's what you do. Inbox me right now. Leave your name, number, and the last 4 digits of your social security number. It's a different type of marketing. He's looking on the gorilla side. He got a strong call to action, but listen, all that matters is you get him in action. Are y'all with me? Some people look settled, but you know the gooch, he all in it. So, what's your call to action for 2021? What do you need your target audience to do? The people who tired of working and tired and don't got no money. What you need them to do? You need them to hit you on the inbox. You need them to pull up to your events. You need them to hop on your Zoom calls. You need them to send you an email. Whatever it needs to do, it has to come to a lead. Get them to move. You got to get people to move. Man, it's only 2 things we do in the business. We motivate people to join and we motivate people to get other people to join. That's it. We get you started, then we about to motivate you to get other people started. Everything is a constant flow of movement. So you got to be calling people to action. Now, here's the last step. Then we'll go into the next part. This is very critical, and this is hard for a lot of people to understand. The very last step is listen. Let me tell y'all why a lot of your audience is you losing your audience. The very last step and the most important step is you got to ride off into the sunset. We just talked about the first thing. People want to see what? Transformation. So guess what? You've been talking about this story so long. Now they're looking at, has your life changed? Are you making any type of money? How do we sell the transformation? Now, if you haven't made enough money to really level up, what do you sell? Experiences. You sell your growth. How you don't think the same they used to think. You talk about the stuff you learn. You sell experiences. You sell mentorship, access. Right? But ultimately, You got to ride off. Your life has to level up. This is why you got to invest in you. Because sooner or later, you got to go from telling them you have the oven open, warming up the house, to now you traveling the world and you in your bag. Keep telling your story. Sooner or later, they want you to come up, because at the end of the movie, we want every hero to what? Win. Really? You've never really seen a movie where the bad guy wins. You never seen it. So you got to understand that. Start selling your transformation. How have you leveled up? People are attracted to leveling up. Now, our generation, yeah, they want to see the flashy, the materialistic stuff. People always ask me, well, do I have to have that? To be honest with y'all, this is business. Invest in it. Now, before y'all go out, you ain't gotta spend $1 million on the flashy stuff. But you can buy you a belt, some shoes, right? Some type of drip, foreign drip. This is what, listen, I ain't make this up. This is what the world thinks. They want to see that, because why? We just talked about it. They put a price on value on the brand. So if you want to sell your transformation, you can borrow it from other brands. Don't miss this. If you want to sell your transformation, you can borrow from other brands. Yesterday, they seen you rocking Bugle Boy. But now, because through your story you've been trained, now you rocking Balenciaga. So to the common eye, see, 95% of the world, they gotta walk by sight. We on the inside, we walk by what? Faith. So them walking by sight, they see you upgrade from Bugle Boys to Balenciaga. This is as you investing in your business. It's okay to buy one fancy thing for yourself. You need it. I ain't saying you gotta just go all out, just one thing. Start there. But see, what's gonna happen when you get that one thing, it don't feel the same no more. Because the attention, how you gonna feel wearing this, the respect you get from you, like, well, damn, how do I get the second thing? Now you look at the Bugle Boys like patooey. You spitting on a patooey. I don't want no Bugle Boys. The girls let me look at me the same. You feel me? Like, you got on Bugle Boys, women tell you what to do. You understand what I'm saying? The other thing is the game change. I'm just being honest. Listen, trade house, all the jewelry and the chains and all that stuff is to get you in the business. But as soon as you get in the business, they work on your mindset. But they ain't no line talking about a whole bunch of motivational stuff. No, they talk about a whole bunch of. So listen, you should join our team. Clink, 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 clink. The light hit it. Ding, 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 ding. You don't even hear what they saying because you're looking at the jewelry. So that gets people to the table. But listen, all that jewelry, they're selling their what? Transformation. Because people can look on their Instagram from 2 years ago where they ain't have nothing, and now they got a $100,000 chain on. You understand what I'm saying? But watch this. The P150s around them, when you step into that type of culture, you actually borrow their value. Hey, bro, let me put one of the watches on. So now you used to see me hanging with the lame kids at the school table. Now I'm with this group of people that's letting me put on $100,000 watches. So my life is transformed. Then I'm in their cars. This is the power of environment. It's part of your transformation. So you have to invest in your transformation, plain and simple. Listen, Chicago wasn't rocking with me until I moved to San Diego. I promise y'all. It's so crazy to me. It wasn't until I left Chicago, went downtown, linked up with Gio. We on the 26th floor in the most expensive building in downtown San Diego. Pool is 80 degrees now. It's the middle of December. I'm outside in the middle of December, getting in the jacuzzi, 80 degrees outside, and going Facebook Live. My audience like, damn, that's how you feel? Because everybody here is just, shoot. You gotta stick your hand out the door. I wasn't sticking my hand out the door. I was sticking my feet out in the pool. So they see my what? Damn, he acting different. Let me pay attention to what he's talking about. I got my most recruits. I got the most attention when I switched my environment. Why? Because all that talking I had to ride off into the San Diego, aka the sunset. Gotta have some transformation. Now, is this making sense today? Let's check on our family on here. Okay. Just want to make sure we're good. They ain't gonna teach y'all this. See, most people just come say, hey, talk about trade in your inbox. Talk about trade in your stories. Yeah, that's cool. But I just want to get y'all the mindset so y'all can really understand why we gotta do what we do. I'm gonna talk about this last thing that we're gonna pick up training tomorrow. I told y'all, I'm gonna give y'all everything before we launch next week. Tomorrow's sauce is hit different. There's 3 things that your audience needs to know. Three things your audience needs to know. Number 1, you just like me. Number 2, you just like me, but different. Y'all don't keep hearing saying the word different. Because wisdom is the ability to recognize what? Okay. Number 3, you care. Talked about this earlier. Anybody know what care means? Come on, give me 5 up top. Go, girl. Number 1, this is only 3 things your audience got to know. You just like me. How do we show them we just like me? Tell your story and be transparent. Because you don't want people to hate on you. You want to turn them into supporters. See, the more you tell your story about where you came from, the less they're going to hate on you. It's kind of hard to hate on somebody who got it out the mud. You feel me? It's hard to, you know what I'm saying? They got out the mud. They went through the same stuff you went through. No, so since you being transparent, I'm going to give you my respect. When everybody talk about you, I know what you've been through. Now, I'm just like you, but you're different. You learned the skill set. Yeah, I had my stove open too to warm up the house, but now I came across a skill set where I'm going to help other people not open up the stove. I'm going to help people turn on the stove for their future. People got to know you just like them, but you're different. You came across them, mentor. This hero introduced you to the skill set. Listen, it had got to a point when I first learned this. I wasn't even talking about my mentor, but I was still saying the word mentor. Because I wanted people to know. I didn't get this for myself. You gotta keep putting mentor. You gotta be talking about me. You gotta say my name. You can say anybody. Just put the word mentor. Man, I'm so glad that my mentor, I was talking to my mentor yesterday. You wasn't. It was cool. But telling you, hey, your mentor told you some advice and dropped some nuggets. They're like, damn, who is she? Who mentoring her? Damn, do you know that 95% of the world don't have a mentor? They can't because they don't even have goals. You got to get this. Like, what would you need a mentor for if you didn't have goals? Think about it. You need somebody to advise you on what? How to be lost? You don't need nobody to help you. Listen, They say, I can do bad by myself. You don't need a mentor. But now, here's the most important part, that you care. This is why we got to serve instead of sell. This is why you got to give out an extreme amount of what? What's our B word? Value. You got to come on there every day and give away that sauce. That's why every leader right now is doing some type of weekly call online, on Facebook, giving the sauce out. Why? Because you ain't, listen, the free stuff most people stay away from. But it's this free stuff that gets you paid. Let me tell you something. I go on Gary Vee page, I go on Grant Cardone page. And what I notice about them is that they put out thousands of videos. Like if you go on their page, they somewhere in 2,000 Instagram posts. Why? Because they're not competing with nobody. They dominate the market. They're not gonna let you put out more value than them. See, all that value that they put out for free has made them an expert. And now, instead of me going to Google, guess where I go? To their page. What am I going to Google for? I'm going to go straight to his IG and sign up. Now, guess what? Because he gave all this free stuff away. As soon as he drops up for $97, guess what I'm doing? Well, I'm buying that. I need that. As soon as he drops up for $9.99, that's what we doing. Buying that. Oh, the 10X Growth Conference? Who gonna be there? You gonna do that? Guess what I'm doing? How much is that? 500? I'm buying that. But see, some of us won't get in front of the camera and do the free stuff, so we'll never have the freedom. Until you promote the kingdom, you'll never have the freedom. Make sense? See, some people, I ain't gonna get nobody no free video. I ain't gonna put no, you tweaking. Everybody right now got their needs in the market instead of their seeds in the market. You always need somebody to do something for you, but you don't want to do nothing for nobody else. We don't even know what you know. All we know is you signed up with some trading company. Now you want me to join you just like other 30 people in my life asked me to join makeup, sell tea, sell coffee, sell water, sell Cutco knives. You just another person because you're not putting out no free value. Put it out there. The first step to receiving is what? Come on, man. I've been saying that all day. You got to give to live. You got to give to live. What? Just look on your social media. Just look in the last few months. How much value have you put out? This is why you have the trust that you have on social media. They don't see you as an expert, and tomorrow I'm going to talk about expert. But you got your brand script now. So now, if you know that, everything that we talked about, now you can be intentional with it. Because tomorrow I need to talk about what time we need to post, how we need to post, what we need to post. But first, you had to get your script together. Because 2021, you about to sell your movie. Now listen, watch this, y'all. Because I just want y'all to see this. I'm going to drop a box office hit next year called T. Smith, and it's going to produce about $5 million. Y'all missed it. There's a movie coming out next year called T. Smith, and it's going to do $5 million in sales. But I got to have an advertising budget. I got to have listen, these commercials, it's going to get you to buy your tickets. You ever notice when you go to the movies, they got the best commercials right there in the movie. Before the movie can come on, they get you. Damn, I can't wait to come see that. Shit. When they come out the third, you tell the person next, you know you're going to come back and see that. Let me tell you how big commercials are. During the Super Bowl, they can show you something for 30 seconds that make you spend millions of dollars. Listen, why these companies so thirsty for a 30-second slot? But you wouldn't even tell your 30 years on this earth, and they paying millions for 30 seconds. You've been on this earth 28 years, 25 years, 21 years, and they buying slot for 30 seconds and making billions of dollars. What are you advertising next year? What are you selling next year? Because the same social media work for everybody. Facebook don't do nothing different for me. They don't do nothing different for David or Bryce Thompson. They just been the best at selling their story. It's a free app. Listen, back in the day, people used to have to spend millions of dollars on billboards. Y'all look at billboards on the side of the expressway, and guess what? Only people you can touch is people driving past the billboard. But you got a free billboard on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, what's those? TikTok. All of these are free, and you get access to billions of people. You get access to billions. Instead of a billboard, you get billions around the world. And you're not going to use this? People posting memes instead of making millions. I never got it. You want to be a comedian? You really? You want to be come on, man. Use social media, not for memes, for millions. Somebody asked me, I remember a couple of them, you still doing that little business? That little business. Okay. Yeah, on this little blue app. On this little blue app that got me traveling around the world, ain't worked a job in 7 years. Half of my team I met on the app. So you gotta really put this in perspective. The app is no cap. There's no cap on the app. Seriously. You gotta really lock in on that. There's no cap on the app. So I just wanted to share this with y'all tonight. I told y'all it's gonna be saucy the next 2 days. Sunday, we're gonna talk about what to do as a leader daily. Everybody needs a routine, a checklist, and rewards. Okay? We're gonna talk about tomorrow what to do as a leader daily. Your routines, your checklist, and your rewards. Then on the social media, I'm gonna tell you when to post, what to post, and why to post. Then on network marketing training, we're gonna talk about the PS3 on steroids. Why? Because when we launch this week, everybody ready to go to war, and we got videos that you can reference. Because guess what? We gotta train the 5,000 people that's about to come in on this type of value, this type of sauce. Now, I could have came up here and said, hey, come on to social media, go into your story and post about trading 10 times a day. You're supposed to do that. In your stories, talk about trading. That's all they do. Other teams and all that stuff, all they do is talk about trading. That's cool, it works. But that's how you promote your business. I just want to give y'all the mindset around what we do, why they do it, so they can understand that how to really launch it and maximize it. It's levels to this. You got to know why people do what they do. Why is it working? You got to know how to engineer this for yourself, and you can use this formula for any business. I can stop trading today and go sell markers tomorrow. I'm still going to be selling my story, man, if it wasn't for these markers. If it wasn't for these markers completely changed my life. Selling the same story. I don't care what the product is, it's the story. So, no story, no glory. Feel me? So, this is it, family. I just wanted to give y'all some sauce tonight. What time is it? Is that 45 minutes? 58. Okay, that's okay. All right, guys. You guys have a great one tonight. I love y'all. And I'll see you guys in the group chat.